So there are two really big things that the founder community over-indexes on that they should not. Number one is external validation. External validation means, somebody praises you, or somebody says your product is great, or it can manifest itself in many, many different ways. You need to find motivation internally from within yourself and from within the company and from the success of the company rather than other people looking at your company and praising it. Otherwise, there will be times in the company's lifespan where you know you're on the right track, but you do not have the external validation, and therefore you feel like a massive failure, even though the choices you're making and the work you're doing is amounting to something great. And this goes back to my comment about the bets that we made as a company, like the multi-product bets that I was talking about. You might make a bet that might not pay off for 3 months. 3 months is a very short time. In the future of the company, as the company grows, you might make a bet that does not pay off for 1.5 years. And you intrinsically know that it is the right bet. And if you're seeking external validation, you cannot find the force within yourself to make that bet successful. And the company will quite literally die because of your need for external validation. There's a second one, which is related to this, which is seeking short-term rewards. That is quite dangerous. As a company, in the beginning, you're incentivized to seek short-term rewards because, hey, you need to make real ARR tomorrow. You need to get customers tomorrow. You need to get something shipped tomorrow. Post-product market fit, if you're seeking short-term rewards, then you're not prioritizing what will make the company win. There's an article, basically there's news about Brex getting acquired for $5 billion by Capital One. And for me, intrinsically, I would not be happy with that outcome. I want to be Ramp and not Brex. And that means the short-term reward of getting $5 billion of acquisition does not feel satisfying. That is a choice you need to make. And if that is the choice you're making, basically every single decision you're making along the company's life cycle need to be aligned with that. And you need to be making long-term decisions rather than seeking short-term rewards. A very big example of this is startups acquiring customers that are bad fits for themselves. There's a very famous story about Twitch getting, I think, Microsoft as a customer, and they paid them $1 million to produce this TV show for Microsoft, I believe. And apparently this was basically a negative margin customer for them, and it distracted them from the actual product roadmap for a year, meaning they delayed the long-term outcome of the company for $1 million contract for a year. And that can never happen to you. Essentially, you should not be seeking that one customer. You should be seeking, how can I become the dominant market leader in my industry? And what can I say no to and should say yes to, even though it feels dumb in the short term, that will make you the market leader in the long term.